Alright, so welcome back to another collective reading with me, Starseed Alchemist. If this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. Otherwise, welcome back. I have been doing a lot of offline readings lately. Even the ones that I recorded, I don't know, I was just guided to not post them, so I haven't been posting them. But I started doing an offline reading and I was guided to record that one. So here I am doing that. I was doing like a past life pool and that was just what I was guided to do because like our past affects our present. Even when we think it doesn't, there are things that we think we are over, but our past really does affect the choices we make in the present. And the choices we make in the present shapes our future. So I happen to split the deck into like three portions. And the first one, when I flipped over, was like lessons and blessings. And then the middle part, there's a baby. So you see this, lessons and blessings. And this has something to do with time. And then we have baby. Then we have authority figures. So there's something to do with a judgment. Could be the court system, the legal system. It could be spiritual judgment. But lessons and blessings coming out tell me there's some element of divine timing involved, but it's like it is time for something to happen. It was time for something to happen, but there's also an element of someone having taken a lot of time because this watch kind of looks worn out. So it's something that's like past time. So this may be somebody who's been going through a cycle of repeating lessons. And I feel like these lessons, these cycles that they've been going through have been hindering their blessings. So it's not to say that this person's life has been going poorly. It's kind of like the blessings that they're getting, they're small in comparison to what is meant for this person. So it's like they're limiting themselves because they're not learning certain lessons. So there may be an energy of scarcity, a scarcity mindset or fear that has been hindering this person from learning these lessons. But the baby coming out in the center and then the authority figures, book ending that is telling me that yeah, I feel like there is a relationship that this person is in. I think it's a very specific relationship. I'm sure like their past relationships may have also been lessons, but it's like because they've taken so long or they were not learning the lesson, it's kind of like the universe upped the ante on this. It's like, okay, I'm gonna give you a tougher lesson. So there's a baby here, and I feel like the baby is the blessing, but it came as part of a lesson for this person. All right, so I'm getting to the tarot, and get more on that. Okay, I have lesson. So I have Knight of Swords. This is a flighty energy. This is someone, typically I think the Knight of Swords is a decisive person, like they made a decision and they act on it very swiftly. But this is giving more of looking for the truth, searching for the truth. So this person may have been ignoring signs, not facing the truth about certain things, not interested in getting deeper knowledge. It's like they were living out of the ego. And they may have been decisive, but they didn't have all the information. So there may have been like an air of arrogance to this person, where it's like, the knowledge that I have, that is what it is, and they were not open to anything other than the truth that they believed. They were not open to anything that, I'll say, challenges their reality. Yep, the High Priestess. So this is a spiritual lesson for this person, spiritual truth. This is something that they had to learn. It's kind of like they were forced into a corner with this, to learn this. And it's like once they learn that lesson, though, it unlocks their blessings, or more blessings. But yeah, it's kind of like uncovering hidden truths. Which required this person to tap into their spirituality. So this might be something that they were resistant to, because air signs, a lot, very thought heavy, very cerebral. So they may be really focused on logic. And, you know, spiritual things are not always logical. They go beyond the mind, what we can perceive sometimes. So it may not make sense to us. There are things that exist that we don't know about. So, ooh, that's a lot. Look, yep. So we have the Magician. Yep. I feel like this person had to discover their spiritual truth, their spiritual power. So this is maybe somebody who is very spiritually inclined. They have spiritual gifts. And they were just not interested in exploring those. They may have tried to use logic to explain it away. It's like they were not taking the signs, just ignoring it. So it's like this person was manifesting, but the things they were manifesting in their life, it was not from a, I guess, conscious place. It was from an unconscious place, low vibrational place. So yeah, they may have been getting the things that they wanted, but it was coming at a price, a heavy price. It was coming with disappointments. It was never quite what they wanted. It's like they would get what they thought they wanted, but then it's like, okay, there is more to it though. And it's like the price they had to pay for that is typically higher than the benefit of it, the blessing itself. So it's like they tend to lose more than they get. So think of it like someone winning $100, but then they end up having to spend $150. Yeah, so we have the Moon here. It's like this person was scared of their own power. They were scared of the spiritual stuff, going for spiritual awakening and etc. And they were scared of they were discovering. So it's kind of like just repressing the truth, denying it, not wanting to tap into it. Okay, so let's see, what is this? Baby. Wow. Hmm. Well, like the Seven of Wands out there. Interesting. And somebody's fighting for what they want. Or they're putting up with something because there's a baby involved. Oh, yeah. Okay, so where this relationship that they're in is concerned, they ended up having a baby with someone. There's a baby involved, a child involved. This person that they're in a relationship with may have been verbally abusive, just very forceful with their energy, almost like a bullying type of energy. But, and I feel like there's like a lot of people who had an opinion about this relationship. So people may have encouraged them to stay using the baby as a justification. It's like you don't want to break up your family, etc., etc. This might even be family members who is encouraging this person to stay in a marriage or a relationship that they're not happy in. Because there's a baby involved. But with the Four of Cups here, it's like this person is not emotionally fulfilled at all. They're just like not interested. It's like they've lost interest in this relationship, in this person. And I do feel like they found something that is more aligned with them, something that does provide emotional fulfillment for them, a relationship, a person. It's kind of like this person found their person. So it's like, and I think part of their spiritual awakening is that they just lose interest in certain things, the things that they were interested in before. To them, seem just so plain and pointless now. It doesn't stimulate them anymore. Like, so there's this saying, what is appealing to the butterfly is no longer appealing to the butterfly. What is appealing to the caterpillar is no longer attractive to the butterfly. So because this person has changed, or they're changing, they've gone through this metamorphosis. The things that they once liked, enjoyed, were attracted to, it's not appealing to them anymore. Their soul wants something different. So yeah, there's like a apathy that they're just not attracted to this person. They don't find this person's behavior appealing. It's just not it for them, okay? Yeah, see, Page of Cups. There is something, someone else, someone who resonates with them. You know, so this may be them finding their person. Someone who has awakened this feelings in them. Because here we have this apathy. It's like they met this person who brought out these feelings in them, and the way this person's looking at the fish is like, oh, didn't know that was in there. They're like surprised, you know? It's like they're discovering their ability to love or feel certain things that they didn't know was possible for them, or they thought was no longer possible for them. Now, see these authority figures. Oof. Three of Swords. So yeah, there is separation here. So this might be a divorce that this person's going through. They've been waiting on a judgment. So, what is this? Three of Swords. So we got strength. I do feel this is more so healing, right? But this is given like a bittersweet. So they're going through this divorce, but at the same time, they're still feeling this love for this other person. So it's like, yeah, this marriage is ending. And it makes sense that this person would still be mourning the end of that, because that is a part of their life. That is a timeline that's closing out. The life that they envisioned with this person, the family that they're leaving behind, the family dynamic that they created. This person may have had a vision for the family life they want to create for their kids, and it's not going to happen. At least not with that person. So there's something for them to mourn. Even if they may not feel these deep feelings, the same feelings they had for the person at the beginning of the relationship, they're not necessarily mourning the loss of that person. They're mourning the loss of the life that they had planned with that person. But it did take a lot of courage for them to end this. They had to find internal courage for them to go against the grain, to go against what other people expected of them or was telling them to do. Yep, the Ten of Wands. It's like it became such a burden for this person. It's like they've been carrying it for a while, and they feel like they just need to put it down, because they have been enduring this where they're like, I am not happy where I'm at, but I'm staying because of the kid or the kids. And they may have had to, or feel like they had to put on a show, put on an act like they're so in love with this person, this is where they want to be. But it was really hard for them to be there when it's like physically they're there, but their heart and mind is with this other person. It's not there. And I'm sure their partner, the person that they're in a relationship with, sharing this home with, etc., can sense that. I mean, people can lie, but energy doesn't. So I'm pretty sure this person felt the disconnect. They felt like this person was physically present, but not present. And, you know, that's going to trigger them. If they themselves have things that they need to heal. Because clearly they did, if the two of them connected when this person was in their lower vibrational energy. There's a reason that the two of them connected and stayed together. But it became a lot for this person. It's almost like someone feeling like they're living a double life, and wearing a mask becomes exhausting after a while. Like you're putting on a performance every day, and it may have been like they want to keep the peace in the household. They also may be feeling like, you know what, this person does not deserve this. But it's like, I also can't tell them the truth. But then again, like I said, people lie, energy doesn't. So yeah, this person did know the truth. Intuitively, at least, they felt the disconnect in the relationship. They may have tried to find ways to reconnect with this person and it just wasn't working, which may have eventually led to arguments, right? Ooh, so I don't envy either one of these people. Yeah, so now we got Nine of Pentacles. Somebody is single here. So it seems like a divorce has been finalized. The judgment has been passed. Because 10 also is the end, something reaching the pinnacle. And then it reverts back to 1, which is a new beginning. Yep, 8 of Pentacles. So this person is single, but it's like they're right now focused on themselves, self-mastery, healing, working on their life, working on their finances, etc. Wheel of Time. It's like this person's being patient. So with whatever it is they learned, come with the Knight of Swords, starting off here, whatever it is this person's learned or they've been learning on their journey, there's this era of patience. This may have been one of the things that they learned. Learning to be by yourself, learning to focus on yourself, on your growth, on your own value. Person may have been working on their self-esteem, self-love. And it's been taking some time. It's just interesting that we start here with this kind of a watch on it, and then here we have another clock, which is talking about time. So timing is important, it's like divine timing, but it seems like this is someone who takes time to do things. A very meticulous person. But taking time to figure things out is a good thing. It's just finding the balance, because sometimes too much time, that becomes procrastination, and then fear sets in, and then that's where stagnancy comes in, right? Yeah, so this is definitely somebody there's a lack of communication, but this is about to change. We have the Hermit and 5 of Swords. So this person has been in a place of isolation. They put themselves in this place of isolation is what I'm getting, but that is also for them to reflect. They've been reflecting, again, working on themselves, and with this reflection, this person has been noticing a lot of self-sabotaging behaviors. So it's like exploring that. Why have I been doing those things? And again, going back to the past, finding the root of their present behavior, or the behaviors that they've been indulging in that have been creating issues in their life. And I do feel this person's learning to take accountability, realizing, and that's where taking their power back is coming from. It's like realizing that I may not have been at fault for what happened to me, but I am responsible for it. It's kind of if they've been getting into not so great relationships, it's like, yeah, these people were in fact horrible people, but the question is, why was I attracted to them? Why did I choose to be in a relationship with them? Why did I choose to stay in a relationship with these people? What about it was attractive to me? What about that? What about me needed to heal? Why did I think that this is what I deserve? So it's like somebody was like, they're in a place of reevaluating their core beliefs, when those beliefs were formed, how they were formed, etc. So I feel like this is someone who may not have done this in the past where they would like sit with their stuff. It's more of like a, I'm gonna push it away type thing. Revert to logic rather than worry about my feelings. So with that, I'm gonna look at the divine guidance card. See what is the message, what is the divine guidance for this person here. Okay, this one, flip, we got 17. I am gonna use the guidebook for that because there's like no words, nothing on there. Let me just get a couple more before I pull out the guidebook for that. And 32, ooh, I feel like this is nectar, honey. It looks like honey. So 32 might be significant, or 5, 8, and then 20. Okay, so let me look at the guidebook and see what those messages are. All right, so 17, oh, it says empowerment. That is actually so fitting because just talked about this person taking their power back. So empowerment. It says this card shows a gentle yet powerful opening and energy flow of the third chakra, the power center. So the third chakra is your solar plexus. Through your own willingness to stand tall and be all of who and what you are meant to be, you naturally vibrate a dynamic energy that has a positive and empowering effect on others. Through your own acts of self-kindness and self-love, you have given yourself permission to shine a gentle and loving strength. This is exactly what the world needs right now. You are giving the gift of self-empowerment to everyone you meet. Lovely. And then 32 says nectar of life. You work so hard and you are definitely to be commended for your efforts. This card is asking you to slow down a little and enjoy the simple things in life. Spend some quality time with family and friends. Take time to embrace life and do some of the things you honestly enjoy. Focus your energy on activities and things that bring you true pleasure. Taste the sweetness of life. Feel empowered to pollinate and fertilize your dreams. And what is it we're talking about? We got the 9 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles, just to support that. 9 of Pentacles is about reaping the rewards of what you sow, independence, or doing something alone. But 8 of Pentacles is about mastering your craft, self-empowerment, self-mastery. So it's like you've been doing the work, but it's okay to enjoy life. It doesn't have to be all work. And then 20 says loved ones. Your friends and loved ones who have crossed over want you to know that they are with you. They are wrapping their loving energy around you and ask you to feel peace and serenity within your heart and mind about their passing. They are living and enjoying the other side and deeply desire for you to feel peaceful within this world. They ask that you surrender any painful emotions you're holding on to and allow their loving presence to flow within your heart, bringing forth peace and serenity. Feel their loving energy and joyfully live the gift of life here on earth. Ooh, lovely. So this is where I'm going to close out this reading. I hope that you got what you needed out of this, and thank you for joining me. If you haven't yet, like and share the video, and I will see you next time.